enough. Okay. Was that weird and slow for you too, or was it just me?
What was weird and slow?
Like Craig joining the chat.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to the chat.
Well,
I am paying attention to the story we are reading.
I think paying attention to Craig joining the chat's important because he's recording this.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's important for you, but for me, who's not in control of the Craig.
I do not control the speed of the Craig. I do not control the speed the lobsters die.
That's what I have to say to the speed of lobsters dying.
Yeah. Anyway. We're continuing with the Sir Sam saga, with Sir Sam the chivalrous tries to atheism or why debating in real life is harder without a thesaurus. Oh boy.
I'm sorry to everybody who had to hear my burp. I did not realize we were recording.
I literally just mentioned we were.
Shows how much I pay the fuck attention.
Apparently. But yeah. So I'll start us off. Hi everyone, it's Lady Saber back with the 9th installment of Sir Sam. This story takes place after the previous, but somewhat in tandem with Sir Sam's feminism streak. You know, I wouldn't have an issue with calling like anyone who does like fake feminism for the sake of like getting laid, like just emphasize the man part of the word in regards to them. Yeah. Sorry it's taken me a while to write this story. I had to nail down a few projects in real life. I also encountered a PC game called This War of Mine, which is fucking fantastic, and you should definitely play it. I think I've heard of that one.
Let's see. As a note to new readers, we're far along enough in this series where re-explaining all the background and settings would be pretty boring to the regulars. If you hadn't read the other stories, go find MiladyBot in the comments and slurp up that euphoric carbonated goodness.
I hate that phrase. I hated all of that.
Slurp.
I dislike the word slurp.
You don't like to slurp your soup?
I drink my soup. Like someone who is irrationally afraid of disturbing people with any amount of noise.
Fair enough. I hate it when I can hear people eat. It's just ugh.
I hate it when I can hear people.
Mood. Yeah.
Player 1 is me, Lady Saber, still recovering from my face bashing incident, but doing much better. The coloration has normalized significantly, and I'm slowly coming off the painkillers. The cut itself is closing enough that I don't have to bandage it regularly, although it's still very noticeable.
Poor child. Let's see here.
That poor baby.
Player 2 is Sir Samuel Smooth Cheeks, the chaste and chivalrous knight, enormous butter parade, socially impotent with a terminal diagnosis of nice guy TM syndrome, wears New Balance baggy jeans, wide brim brown fedora, and a corduroy jacket. 0 out of 10 would not tip. Smells like he bathes and brushes his teeth with spaghetti sauce, thickly veiled with Axe chocolate spray. Also a militant atheist sent to Earth by Dawkins himself to enlighten the world with his own intelligence.
Okay,
yes,
so this is the kind of guy that makes... This is the kind of guy who makes atheism his entire personality.
Yes, the Dawkins.
I'm willing to bet he's also one of the ones that's more like in the fucking like how like the skeptic community on YouTube used to be, to where it was also like heavily fucking transphobic and homophobic and all that shit.
Yes, those days.
Internet atheism is a hellscape.
Straight up.
The story takes place at Go Club. There's about 15 people there today, all playing with black and white M&Ms. After helping some of the new members set up, I sit down to eat my lunch, as well ensconced in the back corner of the room.
Everyone's favorite cringe factory shows up late. The door to the room is locked, so he grabs the handle and throttles it like it's his firstborn child, jerking back and forth while pressing his face against the tiny slit of glass. You think of horde of zombies were behind him. The fast kind, too, from the World War Z movie. Those fuckers were scary.
I hated that fucking movie.
Or like the vampires from I Am Legend. Those fuckers were...
Oh, the ghouls?
Oh yeah, those things.
Or whatever the fuck they were called. I hate what that movie did with them.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was that the book was literally about, like, the main character realizing it's no longer his world and trying to cure it won't actually do anything because there's nothing to cure.
Yeah.
It was literally basically just, like, not quite an allegory, but almost, like, symbolic of, like, the world moving on, the world changing. There's no point in trying to send things back to the way they were because no one wants that. Like, that's not helpful to anyone. Besides the point. You all right there?
Yeah.
What? Alright.
Just...
Not looking forward?
No.
Mr. Teacher is visibly annoyed and reluctantly gets up from his desk to open the door for Sir Sam. Human Hippo saunters in and acknowledges Mr. Teacher with the tip of the hat before scanning the room. He spots me quickly and moves in my direction, much in the way a derailed freight train might move towards a children's cancer clinic.
Oof.
I feel like I'm being called out here. It was one time. It was one time. I said I was sorry and that it would never happen again. What more do you people want? Anyway. Tables are bumped. Sorry. Boards and pieces shift. My bad. And sides brush like the Titanic brushed the iceberg. Who is the boat and who is the iceberg is somewhat unclear in this situation. Please tell me my audio didn't cut out again.
No, you're good.
Okay. Alright, you were just weirdly quiet.
I'm processing.
Okay.
At long last, he reaches me and finds there's no chair for him to plop into. No problem, an empty chair is located at another table group and dragged across the tile floor, making the same grinding screech as Satan's pet goose. Oh, I like that analogy. I'm going to use that.
That shit ain't that hard to lift a chair.
Satisfied, he plops and, with the tip of the brim, breaks out lunch. 2 bags, 2 enormous things of fries, and a big gulp cup. He starts unwrapping this feast in front of me, carefully peeling back the grease-infused paper like it's Christmas morning. I know that he's a chow hound, but this is just insane.
Again, as someone who eats a lot, I feel unwell. I got you some lunch.
Sure you did. Oh, did you sprinkle in a side of rohypnol just for me?
That was fucking dark.
Well, I mean, knowing that motherfucker, I wouldn't put it past him putting a fucking date rape drug in food.
You're not wrong. Sorry I'm late. I had to sneak off campus to get this.
Oh, ew.
That would explain the fries. He says this like he just missioned it impossible his way into a Burger King, when in reality sneaking off campus involves nothing more than walking out the back doors with dozens of other underclassmen. Yeah?
I've already got lunch, Sam. Indicating my small plate of sushi. Ooh, sushi sounds lovely right now.
I could go for some fucking unagi.
Right?
I need unagi all up in this bitch. This bitch being me. That's your fucking lunch? Jesus, Lady Saber, no wonder you're so skinny. You ever been beaten to death with your own leg?
Because
Would
that's
you like to?
what you like to.
You need to eat more. Because you're just the gold standard of dietary health.
Sam, if you're going to be mean, I'm not going to talk to you today.
I'd recently started Sir Sam on a diet, figuratively speaking. If he said something mean, gross, or made a sad attempt at negging, I'd tell him so and stop responding for the rest of the day. We moved past having a temper tantrum at this point. The fact that that was ever a point in the first place. And will either sulk or furiously backpedal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, it was just a fucking joke. Seriously though, lunch. I got 2 burgers and fries plus a drink. Good for you.
It's not a lunch, you fuck. It's empty calories. No nutritional value in that. Being communist, socialist, fascist, terrorist, European, I'm not overly fond of hamburgers or fast food. No, it's not honestly very good. Nah. Like, I'll fucking eat it, but there's never any actual, like, enjoyment with it is the thing. At least for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, yeah, it fucking fills the... It fucking, like, sates my hunger for a bit. And even then only for a bit. But I don't like the taste. The greasy texture makes me want to gag. Yeah, that's why I don't eat the burgers at Wendy's. They feel like I'm strangling a homeless person.
Yep.
Although that might be unrelated. But that cup looks like... I don't mind soda, but that cup looks like it's the size of my torso. I don't think I could even drink that much water. Nay. Also, American portions are just fucked in general. And this is coming from someone who will eat like just like a regular sized pizza on his own. Like, yeah, American portion sizes are just fucked. Like, anyway. Your line.
Yeah, sorry. I was figuring out something real quick. Alright,
Okay.
let's see here. I've got my own lunch, Sam. No thanks.
Sam looks a little frustrated, but can't see a way to talk me into it. He dives into the buffet, inhaling both cups of fries into his mouth vacuum. Motherfucker, you gotta savor fries. And it's coming from someone who, like, eats fast as, like, a fucking survival mechanism. Like, you eat those bitches one at a time. Before demolishing one double-stacked burger. Food goes in, tiny projectiles of meat slurry are ejaculated back. Also, if you're gonna fucking eat fast, you don't just spit everything back out, you fuck. Like, when I fucking swallowed that cupcake whole, was there any, like, fucking, like, shit that came out? Because I'm pretty sure it was just there was frosting on my face. And that quickly got taken care of. Like, I hate fucking making a mess when I'm eating. Like, no, you take the bite, you close your mouth, and you chew.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like,
yeah.
Then again, my habit of swallowing things whole kind of prevents there from being anything that comes out because the entire thing just goes down my throat. That could be taken a few ways.
Hee hee hee.
I'm talking about dick.
Hee hee hee.
That was a fake laugh.
Hee hee hee.
That was a fake fucking laugh. Anyway.
Did you finish your line?
Yes, I finished my line about the meat slurry ejaculating back.
Like, how dare you tell me that again? Anyways, I shift to the side, trying to keep my plate and eye out of the blast radius of the volcanic eruption. I listen to the sloppy mouth chewing while my appetite disintegrates like soggy cheese puffs.
Gross.
Yeah, that's a mood.
By now, Sir Sam has pulled out his phone and began his odd way of stimulating conversation. He loads a video on YouTube, cranks up the volume on the speakers, and overacts his reactions to said video. Don't mind me, just dying inside. I need to fucking stop knocking that over. Just gonna put the multi-tool there. It's your line.
Yep, I was just waiting for you to finish your whatever the fuck it was you were doing. Anyways, today the video choice is an episode of The Atheist Experience. Though I hadn't heard of it yet, try as I might to tune out the low-quality blaring audio, it's Sam's over-the-top, oh man, he got fucking told, that pushes me over.
That's just fucking hell. Sam, can you turn that off? It's really loud.
It's the Atheist Experience. Thank you for providing the appropriate answer to my request. I'm about to respond, but I must have given away a confused look because he immediately cuts me off.
You've never heard of the Atheist Experience? You okay? Did my audio? Okay, no, it didn't. Alright.
Yeah,
Alright.
I hear you. I hear you loud and fucking clear.
Alright. You need some time?
Yeah, I'm fine. I finished my line.
I didn't hear your fucking... I didn't hear it.
Yes, because I said because he immediately cuts me off. Like, that's the end of my line.
Yeah, then I said my line.
Oh. OMG, no I haven't. Please tell me more.
No, but...
Oh man, it's the best. Yep. These guys take calls from, like, religious whack jobs and totally show them up every time. It's so funny. You've really never heard of it before? Ugh.
So it's that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like, when it comes to that sort of thing, there's, like, the ones that are, like, I consider good and informative and helpful, and then there are the ones that are, like, this is just fucking cringe. The good ones are typically ones that actually take a look at different stuff and like, okay, no, this is actually kind of fucking harmful behavior and actually goes into the different shit and like all that sort of shit. Like, it's not a whole thing of like being like, you're a fucking idiot for believing in God. It's more like, no, you're using your belief in God to justify terrible behaviors. That's... Whether or not there is a God is not the problem. No, I haven't. It's your line.
What was I?
Wanna. Starts with wanna.
I know.
Okay.
Wanna watch this episode with me?
No.
Romantic, right? So romantic.
The one... honestly, it's anytime like someone tries to start up a fucking debate involving this shit that it just becomes like, bleh,
Mm-hmm.
because nothing's actually going to be fucking. There
Mm-mm.
typically isn't going to be like a proper exchange of information or like change in understanding any like
Nope.
alteration of viewpoint. It's just going to be two people who are who are like very entrenched in their views
Like, look,
doing bad argumentation, like
look.
specifically bad argumentation.
I I was raised basically Southern Methodist. I was raised
Yeah,
in a like technically Christian, right?
yeah,
I know the Bible. I know all the
yeah,
teachings, and I know that a lot of different things like to pick and choose what parts they want to follow, listen to for their own personal arguments.
yeah,
But I'm also going to respect the people who actually are who I'm actually going to respect the people who identify as Christian who are respectful with their
yeah.
identification and how they commit their life. Like if they're
Like
going to
treat
be
people.
like like if somebody says to me like so I'm going through something hard.
Yeah,
Like I've gone through more than a couple of hard things the past couple of years of my life.
yeah,
And I've had people tell me, "I'll pray for you." And even though that's not my religion or my religious choice and stuff like that, I'm gonna be like, "You know what? Thank you." Because coming from you, that's like something like, "I'm thinking about you. You're in my heart.
yeah,
I hope things get better." Like that's a genuine nice thing. And I'm gonna be like, "You know what? Even though that might not be what I follow particularly, I
yeah.
appreciate that." What I cannot stand is those people who be like, "Well, I'm not religious. How dare you do that?" Like, shut the fuck up. They're
Oh
offering a
yeah,
nice
that's a
thing.
fucking dick move.
Like, that's a dick
Uh,
move. They're not offering a nice thing.
just like the whole thing of like if someone like gets all uppity with you because you're not living the way God intended you to, fuck that person in particular. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Like,
whole thing of like people need to understand that people are going to have different viewpoints and different belief systems, and the issue only really comes into play when people are using those belief systems as an excuse to hurt people, be it physically
mhm.
or psychologically. Like if someone
Mhm.
starts talking about the importance of fucking biblical gender roles or fucking like doing like a fucking biblical marriage or anything like that,
Then you're
that's when I
gonna
fucking get concerned.
that's when my foot meets though ass.
Because that like then you have like the Christians that are like, oh no, this thing is full of like some horrible messages.
Oh yeah, straight up.
I don't believe that's what God wants for us.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And like
It's
there's
like,
even a whole thing for like in the New Testament they say that basically all the rules of the Old Testament are now invalid because what was
yeah.
it again? Oh yeah, Jesus died on the cross for your sins.
Well, granted, then at the same time, Jesus does go into a whole thing about the proper way to buy slaves, so maybe we shouldn't listen to everything in the New Testament. But that's besides the point.
But you get what I mean. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's like you can't sit
Like,
there and pick and choose what you're gonna
yeah.
follow because if you're gonna sit there and say, oh well, homosexuality is a sin or interracial marriage is a sin or blah 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 blah, quoting from
See,
the
I'm not
Bible,
entirely sure where it even like fucking mentions interracial shit in there, but whatever.
there have been people who've tried to say it.
Yeah.
Are you going to
But
say stuff like that? Like, okay, then are you going to pay attention to the part where it says that you can sell your daughter to the rapist? That you're not supposed to wear clothes of a mixed cloth, not supposed to eat shellfish,
shrimp.
not supposed to touch the dead skin of of pork or of like
I mean,
pig.
that basically just eliminates the entire sport of football.
Not like
Throwing around the old pigskin.
mm-hmm. Like
But yeah, it's
or the whole thing you're not supposed to work on the Sabbath, so are you gonna go like kill everybody who works on Sunday? Like calm your
all
tits.
this like stuff that basically says that you're fully within your rights for killing your kids if they disrespect you.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like the whole and like that's why there are Christians at like there are Christians out there who are very much like, no, this thing was written like fucking 6,000 years ago. There are some terrible, terrible messages in here that are very much of the times. And so, like, their
Mhm.
whole thing is that they're like, no, I follow what I believe God wants me to
And
do,
so,
not what this book does. Not what
and
this
the
book
whole
says I should do.
and the whole thing of people trying to say like homosexuality is a sin, like it's never once stated in it. There's actually a gay couple in there that Jesus
Oh,
blesses, I think.
yeah.
But like the whole thing that people try to
Granted,
use
the
as a
whole thing with
quote
that
is
is that one of those
that
people was like a male sex slave, which was a thing back in Greece, and that
yeah. But the
basically
whole
there is no moral, like, high
high
ground in the
ground,
Bible.
no. And the part of the Bible that everybody wants to sit there and quote for homosexuality is a sin is like man shall not lie with man as he does a woman, and that basically just meant like women were lesser creatures then. It just basically meant that like you weren't going to treat your fellow man as you would treat a woman because your
Yeah.
fellow man was equal to you and women were not equal to you. Like
So what
that's
we're saying is you're
literally
not
all
allowed
it
to
meant.
top. I'm sorry. Uh, or you're not allowed to dom. Wait. Not
You're
allowed
not
to
allowed
dom
to.
men. You're not allowed to dom men. You're not allowed to dom your homie.
You gotta be a switch with your homie, just straight up.
Dom your homie. Good night. In this house, we dom the homies. Good night.
Anyways,
But yeah, basically, like, there are good Christians, there are good atheists, there are good people of basically any fucking belief system. Me personally, even if there is a God, I don't believe that inherently justifies that it should be worshipped or like necessitates its worship.
it doesn't
But that's
necessitate
just me.
worship, and it also does not necessitate treating your fellow humans like shit because of
Yeah.
something a book written. Like it's literally what is
I
it?
mean,
What is it?
if there
Straight
was
up.
an all-powerful creator deity and it was telling me to like be a dick to people just because of like who they have sex with or like their fucking like genitals or genital preference or anything like that. No, fuck them. Fuck that god.
No. So this is something that like I mean I love this song in general, but there is a part of the song that straight up it hits me, right?
Yeah.
It hits me every single time I hear it. Okay, so it's Macklemore's Same Love. And it
Oh yeah.
literally says like America the Brave still fears what we don't know. And not just like America, but basically any kind of Christian still fears what we don't know, and God loves all of his children. Somehow it's forgotten. But we paraphrase a
Yeah.
book written 3,500 years ago. Like we basically
Yeah.
pick. And then
Yeah.
here's the other one. Um And it said, here's another part of the song. It says, "When I was in church, they taught me something else. If you preach hate at the service, those words aren't anointed. That holy water that you soak in has then been poisoned."
Yeah. Point is,
Point
believe
is, like,
whatever.
you can't
Like,
sit there and spew hate and
yeah.
be like, "Oh, well, I'm holier than thou because of my
Like,
beliefs." Like, you can't be that way. It doesn't matter.
follow whatever. Yeah.
You just can't. I'm sorry. You just
Follow
can't.
whatever fucking god you want to. Just don't be a fucking dick about it.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause I'm
that's the whole
sorry,
thing.
like, if there is a God out there, like okay, so, like, again, me being pagan, I don't necessarily believe in this Christian God. Like, I believe in the old gods, and I know a lot of the old gods didn't really give a shit as long as you were respectful to your fellow humans and to your gods. They're like, "You wanna be gay? Go be gay. You wanna go throw wild orgies while running through the forest naked? Go ahead, as long as you respecting your fellow man."
I mean,
Like, can we
those
talk about the
Dionysian
fact
ones would involve ripping people apart with your bare hands, but
we don't talk about the Dionysian, okay? They just
I talk
but like
about the fucking Dionysian.
we t but you get what I mean, and it's also can we also talk about the fact that, like, the fucking satanic church's commandments are
Are all basically like let people do their own thing.
and it's like, "Oh, hey, if a woman doesn't wanna, like, be touched, do shit, whatever, leave her the fuck alone," like,
Yeah,
straight up. Anyways, where were we at? Where were we at?
I believe my line. Sorry, Sam, that doesn't sound like my thing.
Anyways. Oh no, please don't tell me that you go to church. He phrases it almost rhetorically, like he knows someone who's almost as smart as he is wouldn't possibly fall for the diverse intellectual fallacies of organizationalized religion, right?
I mean, I dislike organized religion, but that's more just because it's like people telling you. That's a different matter entirely. Yeah.
Here we go. Alright. I am agnostic, but I still go to Catholic Church. Do I believe what they spout? No, for the most part. Do I support the doctrine? Absolutely not. My father is religious, though, so we go as a family, and I've always enjoyed the community and volunteer stuff. I know a number of other church-going atheists who feel the same way. However, in a moment of madness, I challenge him to a battle of wits. For the princess, to the death. He accepts.
Oh, nope, that's a YouTube video.
What is that? What is it?
Haha,
haha. It's a video. It's a link to Vincenzi's death from Princess Bride. Nice.
Seriously?
Super serial. Yes, I go to church.
Sam isn't quite sure how to respond to this, so he leans over the desk and rests his forehead against the side of his hand. After a few seconds of despondence at the magnitude of Milady's ignorance, he collects his jimmies and presses onward.
Oh, I really hate that phrasing. Collects his jimmies. Yeah, I don't like that.
Jimmy.
Jimmy!
Like that. Jimmy, get over here!
Stop that.
Jimmy!
I don't like that. I don't like it. Stop.
Jimmy! Jimmy, get over here! Jimmy!
I'm gonna kill you.
No, stop that, Jimmy! Jimmy, over here!
You.
Jimmy!
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Again?
Yes.
You're gonna kill me again?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Anyways. Why? Seriously? How could you support the most genocidal organization known to man? I mean, he's not wrong, but you're an asshole, so your point is moot.
Yeah, there are other things you could get into, and then again, there is the whole thing that not all Christians believe the Bible, because the Bible is a 6,000-year-old book full of some terrible messages that are very much of the time.
And also, we have to keep in mind that there's literally so many different translations that a lot of the original stuff isn't. Look, right now, if you want to find a Bible that is the most true translation
the Dead Sea
that you
Scrolls.
can get is either the Dead Sea Scrolls or there's, if I remember correctly.
Well, the Dead Sea Scrolls also include this, because what the Dead Sea Scrolls are, if memory serves, is it was a early copy of the Torah. That includes a lot of the stuff that's left out in later versions. It's either the Torah or the Bible, one of the two.
Hold on.
I'm trying to remember, because there is stuff left out of the Bible that was in previous versions, like that time Jesus killed a kid. Or Mary and Joseph meeting dragons.
I know.
Anyway.
No, there's a certain type of Bible, certain thing to look for in a Bible to tell if it's the most accurate translation, and I can't remember what it's called, but I know you can find them because my friend got one for her mom a while ago.
Yeah.
Because even though my friend again is pagan, her and her sister are both pagan, but her parents are still very devout Catholic. But
part of it is also the fact, when you get down to it, society just over the years has been and this has been like an overall thing. This has been since the beginning of civilization, has been moving towards being more and more, for lack of a better term, moral.
Okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna stop here for a second.
Are we?
Because I have to tell you about this message I just randomly got in my Instagram DMs.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Tinder again.
No, some random person just hit up my DMs on Instagram and said, "Hey, hi, so beautiful and sexy," and spelt beautiful as Beautyful.
See, that's when you hit him with thanks. My boyfriend thinks so too.
No, hit him with thanks. My girlfriend thinks so too. Like, but
Ooh,
oh
no,
wait,
you
no, they're from
no.
Argentina. Never mind, they're from Argentina. Just block. I don't want to hit them with that gay shit.
No. Argentina's okay with gay shit. It's Brazil that's not.
Oh yeah, it's Brazil. Yeah, still. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and block them because I don't want to feel like dealing with that. It's like,
Granted, you said like girlfriend. My immediate thought was no. You're really throwing for a loop. You make it sound like you're dating multiple people. You go full poly.
amen
Thanks.
to
The
that.
rest of the polycule thinks so too.
Thanks. My boyfriend and 3 girlfriends think so too.
My
No, no, no,
boyfriend and my
no,
girlfriend
no.
and my boyfriend and my boyfriend and my girlfriend and my girlfriend and my girl and my boyfriend and my
It's
and
like
my
thank. No, no, no. It's like
and my
thank you.
NBSO.
It's like thank you. My harem of boys think so as well. Are you looking to join my harem? Of course,
Are you
knowing him.
willing to? Are you willing to share?
Are you willing to join my harem of beautiful boys as well? Oh no, you're not a beautiful boy. You can't join my harem.
I am the most beautiful boy.
Yes, yes,
Speaking
you
for
are.
myself.
Yes, yes, you are. That is why you are part of my harem, even though you don't know it yet.
I'm not sure why you decided to try and induct the aromantic into your harem, but whatever.
Who said harems are romantic?
I mean, the fun one.
What do you mean?
Anyway, I don't know.
Anyways, yeah.
I mean, my immediate thought when I'm thinking, like, I guess I'm thinking polycule instead of harem.
Yeah, a polycule would be more of a romantic. A harem would just
Granted,
be like, I want to
harem
surround
doesn't
myself with
feel like
pretty
the right
people.
word if you're doing non-romantic, though. If you're doing non-romantic, I just feel like you need to, like, the better phrase is assemblage of fuck buddies.
True.
Not just because that phrase is fun. You're so sexy. Thanks. My assemblage of fuck buddies thinks so as well.
Oh, that is such a mood.
That is definitely a way to like fuck with someone. My assemblage of fuck buddies agrees. Because my family is religious, so I go with them.
Oh, well, it's not really your fault for being indoctrinated. I mean, so was I, but then I learned to think for myself.
It doesn't sound like you did. Fuck, I'm tired. I can feel drool in the corner of my mouth.
Sexy.
The fuck is this? Mysterious Girlfriend X? Just gonna start like drinking my fucking saliva?
Ew, no. No. That actually is pushing a little bit too far. Like, ew.
I remember I watched that fucking anime and it was like, wow, this is fucking weird. I'm not sure exactly how to feel about this.
Look, I know I might say things, but I seriously do draw a line at like excessive body fluids.
Whereas me, it's just more like, is the fluid a mucus?
Mucus.
Yes, get it away from me.
Mood. Oh my god, I freaking God. I had an ex. This was my abusive ex. He would like to when he was being nice and playful, one of the things that he would do, even though I told him that I hated him doing it, so I guess it was kind of like a toxic behavior, even though he thought he was being
Yeah.
playful, was that he
Yeah.
would literally just collect a bunch of saliva in his mouth and just like lick my face from like just lick up my entire face and just cover my face in just like this thick trail of saliva and just, ugh. Like
That's a
even
bit of a weird one.
yeah, just anyways.
Anyway, yeah, I can see where this is going, so I try to disengage. I go to work with my nail file, attempting to overact my disinterest in the topic. I've tried with that with people. It's not fucking.
No, it doesn't.
Like, I go full dead-eyed and just kind of like, I stop responding and not even like looking at them, like going about whatever fucking thing I'm taking care of, and they just still keep going, and it's like, no.
I have straight up put headphones in and blasted music to where they could hear what music I was listening to, and that did not stop them.
I don't like this corporation because they said they don't want racists buying their stuff.
Anyways.
It's like, please stop talking.
Anyways, you didn't finish your line.
Oh, right. Subtlety is not exactly Sam's strong suit. I know, I'm a slow learner.
The euphoric gentle sir cannot neglect this opportunity to enlighten milady. Still, I think everyone has a responsibility to liberate themselves from that institution. The church just doesn't do any good at all, and it never has. It can be debatable. They've just been killing other people and each other for thousands of years, all because of religion, and they use their Bible to justify it. Again, debatable. There's just no point, and nothing good ever comes out of it. He talks in circles like this for a full 10 minutes before running out of steam and having to rehydrate with whatever is sloshing around in that now half-empty big gulp. I've managed to grind a flat spot on my thumbnail. Damn it.
Shit. But yeah, like, part of the whole thing is, like, when people actually do, like, the goodwill to your fellow man and all that shit, and aren't doing the whole thing of, the only way you shall reach salvation is through Sky Daddy. Yeah, some good comes out of it. Hell, even for people who follow like that, like the whole idea of like, oh, big dude's in charge, I don't gotta like stress the small shit. That can help a person's fucking mental health.
And well, it's just like this one thing that I saw where like it was like this religion professor like asked his students on the first day, why do you think, like, again, just religion studies kind of professor. And so when they got into Christianity, he like the question he asked at the beginning of that part of the subject was, why do you think God created atheist? And so everyone was like, I don't like, oh. And so he was like, God created atheists to show us that, like, basically to teach us that when, like, he's like, basically, like, when an atheist does, like, volunteer, charity work, anything like that, they're doing it out of the kindness of their own heart because they want to do it, not because they feel they have to do it because some higher power told them to. Like, they're here to teach us humility. Teach us to do things because we should, not because we think we need to get into heaven or whatever the hell.
And like that mentality is one of those things that like, yeah, like person should do good things because they want to do good things, not because they want a reward or they're afraid of being poked with a fork for all eternity.
Fork. Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
Stick a fuck in me. I'm not done yet. Keep going, please. Please, I'm not done yet.
Stick a fuck in you?
What?
You said stick a fuck in me.
Yes. And then I followed that up by implying that I hadn't come yet. Keep up. Yeah, like, fine. Now remember how I mentioned the volunteer stuff? But what about all the charity work that people do?
You said it yourself. People do. They don't need the church. People should be doing good things just for being good, not because they think a magic sky wizard wants them to. Again, the point that I
proper terminology is Sky Daddy.
Again, like thing I just kind of said. So yes, you think you should, but you really shouldn't shit on people who do it for that reason. Like, at least they're fucking doing it. you know.
Yeah.
He's leaning halfway across the table, hands clasped mightily in the center. I actually looked up at the atheist experience afterwards and realized that Sam was just trying his hardest to imitate one of the guys on the show. It hurts to think about it.
Yeah. I halfway agree with this thought, but without the church, wouldn't it be kind of hard to find a platform to do charity work?
Yeah, a lot of
Again,
charity works
that's
are
the point.
church-based.
Churches make a lot of money. Money's important for charity work.
Yep.
Make a lot of money. Your line.
Nonsense. I wish I was kidding. Anyone can start a charity and do good deeds.
You need a lot of money. You need a lot of money.
Okay, so actually, I mean, technically, yes, you could.
To start a charity.
To start a charity,
lot of fucking money.
You need a lot of fucking money, and then you need certain paperwork that cost a lot of money to do and file.
You need to have a network of people that you can rely on for this stuff that are going to be willing to do this without getting paid themselves.
Because again, the cosplay group that I do a lot of stuff with, a lot of the charity work we do, yes, we identify technically as a group, as a charity group, because we're nonprofit. We want to do stuff with charities to help other charities. That's the kind of stuff we want to do. Like we've talked about doing different clothing, different kind of charity drive stuff. But for us to be able to get all of our paperwork to officially file us as a charity nonprofit organization, oh my god. Don't even get me started on all the freaking paperwork and fees and all the stuff we have to pay. It's just, and all the stuff we have to do. It's straight up just, it's a lot of work.
What fucking level of capitalist do you have to be to buy into the whole anyone can succeed idea?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, what's one you know of?
Oof, she hit him good.
Yeah.
He can't actually name any, but instead falls back on, I think if you're a truly good person, you don't need the promise of heaven. I think if you're a truly good person, you do good things, but I'm not smart enough to understand Sir Sam's intellectual reasonings anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Anytime I've done charity work, it wasn't because I wanted to make myself feel better. It was because I was doing charity work.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking doing it for me. Sir Sam's anger is starting to bubble like a shaken dew bottle, but he's straining to keep it civil. The second burger is made as his sacrifice to his stress and devoured in 3 bites. That's rookie numbers. Should be able to do it in 2. Without making a mess. Just before he's saved by the bell and makes a quick exit. Mm-hmm. Then again, now that I think about it, I just also have a naturally large mouth, so I'm fully equipped to take fuck off large bites.
Yeah, it's alarming. Again, one of the very first times we hung out, you swallowed a fucking cupcake whole.
And didn't make a mess.
And
no crumbs, nothing.
Nothing, just
I do that with zebra cakes too. It's funny to do around people because they're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck just happened? So, anyways.
Yeah. If I do stuff properly, I can literally just one of the things I'll do is I'll take a cookie, put it in, put the edge of it in my mouth, and basically just hands-free, rotate the thing into my mouth. And
I've seen it.
Without making a mess.
I've seen it. It's impressive.
You want to know what this mouth do? It do that.
It do that. So anyways, that evening,
also,
right on... Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, it's also easier for, dentists to work on because there's a lot more space. The only issue is, if my tongue is... I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Let's see. That evening, right on cue, Facebook gets doused like a Gitmo detainee. This post, which is a link to a Facebook post, and it says, indubitably, brilliant person still managed to fall victim to the disgusting organized destruction of independent understanding called church. If you side with science, logic will never fail you.
Who the fuck says organized? Or organizationalized.
Just dumbass.
Organized. Just go with organized.
And
Or
this,
organizational.
let's see, and this argument are the only survivors. Link to another Facebook photo or photo. It says, please. It's a picture of a hand with money and a cross with a circle and line through it. It says, please don't feed the church. And somebody commented, first comment goes, not everyone who's religious is a bad person. And Sir Sam responds, was not true. By maintaining the lineage of murderous bloodshed that is fraught preceding millennia, you're perpetuating identical logical fallacies and furthering systemized oppression of enlightened persons.
What?
LOL, what? And somebody else. Bonus points for SAT words. Seriously, though, how am I even supporting stuff like the Spanish Inquisition by going to church even though I'm not Catholic? And Protestant churches are offshoots of the Catholic hierarchical systems. They're really products of the same topiary. Same
Okay,
person responds back, goes, okay, whatever that was supposed to mean. God has helped a lot of people through hard times, myself included, and guess what? I didn't need to hurt anyone. Those people who did bad things in the Lord's name will know God and get their judgment, just like everyone else, including you. And Sir Sam claps back with this beautiful response. That's hilarious. In all seriousness, the only ones who can judge others are others themselves. No. You shouldn't be judging anybody. Like, keep your damn business to yourself.
I'm judging this man.
There is no magic invisible wizard in the sky who's going to let you spend the rest of your eternity doing whatever people do in heaven because you're Protestant. Your God will probably not even let you into the pearly gates, even if he was real. Also, heaven is hotter than hell. I think it's really funny that I know more about the Bible than religious people. Yeah, see, like I said, beautiful, stupid response.
No, it's kind of described specifically as fiery in the Bible itself. It's in Dante's Divine Comedy, in which it's actually described as having cold portions.
Yeah, again, he thinks he knows, but he doesn't know.
That's kind of the whole thing. Dante's Divine Comedy isn't exactly canon.
I mean, it's literally called Divine Comedy.
Granted, part of the whole thing with this is just what happens with most myths, in which a whole bunch of different shit happens over the years because of drift that happens naturally over centuries. And so weird other stuff gets popped in. That's besides the point. Fucking hell. No, I will say I have a natural distrust to anyone who claims that they speak directly for God, but that's more because of the fact that people lie. I don't trust people as a general rule.
Fair enough.
Fucking hell. Just, Dionysus, give me booze.
Alright, so finishing my line, we get this. Take a moment to bask in that shining euphoric enlightenment.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Right. Like, hello, sarcasm.
Similar to his femmanism, Sam's atheism is a long-term ordeal, and I can't document every delicious encounter at length. Would that I could, without sacrificing other parts of the saga. Sir Sam tries to nerd what should be the next story. Sir Sam tries to nerd should be the next story.
Oh, fun.
Do we want to try and do that one, or?
How long have you been doing it for?
We started at 118. It is currently 212.
Mm.
The only reason we went on so long last time is we finished the thing in about 30 minutes. And so we did another one that just happened to be long.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you.
Let's see. The next one is apparently Sir Sam Tries to Charity.
Oh, ew.
Again. Oh, come on, open up. Open up, big boy.
Oof. When I was a kid, I was fucking weird. Now as a mature adult, I'm still fucking weird.
Can attest this is true. Oh, this one's a shorter one.
Oh, it is?
We should be able to fit this one in fine. That's what I said. Why do you do this? You're not even relevant anymore. Anyway. Got it open? I guess let me know you got it open. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it right now. Give me a second.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I will say there's a big difference between like the fucking average fucking Christian and flat earthers who are an evangelist doomsday cult. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding, but part of the whole thing is the idea that the flat earth would be the one thing that would prove the existence of a deity because it is a physical impossibility. And that humanity is all being judged, and that God is going to reveal himself very soon to take in those that have seen through whatever lie is apparently being told and accept them while damning everyone else who apparently got fooled into thinking the earth is round, I guess. But yeah, they're dickbags. But that's also because they're conspiracy theorists, and literally every conspiracy theory just traces back to anti-Semitism, so it's really just an excuse to be a dickhole.
Dickhole!
I'm not kidding. Like, literally every single fucking conspiracy theory, like, traces back to, like, anti-Semitism in some way. Like, for some reason, it's always, and then the Jews are to blame. It's like, what the fuck?
It's always the goddamn Jews. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like, those Jewish lizard people. Anyway, Sir Sam tries to charity her how a neckbeard got in the back door. I don't like how that sounds. I try to typically keep neckbeards away from my back door.
Yeah.
I prefer hygiene if you're going to be back there.
Yeah.
Hello, my lords and my ladies. It's Lady Saber with the 10th installment of the Sir Sam series. This story takes place about a week after the previous two. The previous one was the 9th, right?
Something like that, I think.
I gotta scroll past because there is a lot of fucking nerdcore in here. Yeah, the previous one we did was the 9th. Okay. Anyway, it's your line.
As a note to new readers, this being the 10th installment of the story, re-explaining the background for all settings and such wouldn't be much fun for the regulars. Milady Bot is somewhere in the comments with all the previous stories, so grab a bucket of cheese balls and start there.
I could go with some fucking cheese balls right now. Take out like a little small like bowl, scoop out a bunch of those motherfuckers, and then kind of like pop those little bitches in my mouth. Kind of like pin them to the roof of my mouth with my tongue until they just dissolve.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And then immediately wash my hands.
I feel like you'd be one of those people, like, just sit there anytime that, like, eat any kind of, like, chips or something that'll leave a residue. Just be sit there with, like, fucking baby wipes to, like, wipe your hands after each bite.
I hate having a fucking residue on my hands. Like, I fucking, like... Shit. I cut out.
A little bit. You're back,
But
though.
yeah, I fucking hate having residue on my hands. Anything that is the slightest bit, like, dusty or cheesy or anything like that is like, alright, I'll finish what I'm eating, but as soon as I am done, I am going off and cleaning my fucking hands. because fuck that shit. And I'm gonna be doing like the whole like fucking surgical like hands up, I'm sterile, don't touch me thing, like all the way to the fucking bathroom.
All the way to the fucking bathroom?
Yeah, like my hands are gonna be up and out of the way so I don't accidentally fucking touch something. Like, I cannot fucking stand, like, fucking residue on my hands. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Anyway, let's get our jimmies ready.
Mm.
You gonna read? Fucking hell!
Sorry. Yes. Player 1 is me, Lady Saber. Pretty social personality, but uncomfortable in large groups of people I don't know. Same.
Rude.
I'm wearing a dark
What the
blue full length.
Why is Spotify open? Why is Spotify open? What the fuck?
Calm down.
No, my Spotify opened up and all of a sudden I just heard like singing in my ear and it's like, wait, what? Spotify opened up and it just started singing and I don't feel comfortable.
Anyways. Player 1 is me, Lady Saber. Pretty social personality, but uncomfortable in large groups of people I don't know. I'm wearing a dark blue full-length dress, matching earrings, and nude heels. My hair is let down and curled gently over one shoulder to cover the cut side of my face.
Over one soldier.
Shut the fuck up.
No. Player 2 is John, finally official boyfriend. He's looking sharp, wearing a white suit under a matching light blue vest and tie. Pressed pants and polished shoes. He's a much smoother dancer than I am. There's a bit of a temper and will inflate it when provoked. Like a pufferfish. It's weird. Pretty funny.
Player 3 is Sir Samuel Smooth Cheeks, the chaste and chivalrous knight, creepier than a millipede's legs. He has a high-pitched voice and needs lotion to slip through doorways. I do describe his appearance, but I'm saving that little morsel for later.
I feel slightly insulted because I like milk. Some of them spray cyanide. Fuck, I'm tired. Yeah, it's just like they walk and it's like just that little waveform going along down their body. It's nice. It's relaxing. It's aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
The story takes place mostly at our school's winter dance. Not quite prom, but it's still a black tie affair. It's hosted on February the 14th, and raises money for charity. This year, it's supporting a local women's shelter and support network in the city. There are a bunch of silly traditions everyone follows. The girls ask the guys to their dates. Okay, so like a Sadie Hawkins thing.
Yeah.
There's a race between someone in a chicken suit and the school mascot afterwards. All this stuff is designed to drum up interest to get more people to buy tickets. Yeah, basically. Capitalism.
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 The week before the 14th, Sam plays me a visit at Go Club. The whole scene reminds me of the beginning to Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Well, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted to capture, just let it slip.
He makes a big show of himself, making his proposal in front of everyone at Go Club. He's wearing his usual beard gear with extra crust. He scratches his head before extending the same hand for me to shake.
Motherfucker, he's asking her out to the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, his palms are weak. Oh, fuck. My dyslexia. My dyslexia. Yo, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomiting on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the comb, he looks... on the surface, he looks calm and steady.
Okay. I don't think those weird stains are puke. Oh, ew. But he still smells bad enough. The axe makes a cover about as good as this cover. Got a link to an image. What is this?
What we got here?
Oh, link to. Oh. See.
It's loading for me. Oh, it's video.
It's a video titled "Psycho Girl Tries to Sing I Will Always Love You." So.
Oh, that kind of cover. Okay, joke about that. Yep.
He shifts his
Terrible
weight
cover.
a few times and goes through a series of nervous ticks before smoothing out his jimmies and asking, "Lady Saber, do you want to go with me to, like, the winter dance thingy-mabob?"
To drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes loud, and he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. That's not the right rhyme scheme.
Yeah. I, think it'd be a lot of fun, and I mean, like, all of my friends are going, so it'd be a big group, and I just think it'd be a lot of fun.
He has
friends? There's a pause. I got you something. He produces a small bouquet of white chrysanthemums and roses from his backpack, crinkled and slightly wilted. I don't know why, but this memory always reminds me of macaroni.
Also, you mentioning like the whole fucking cosplay karaoke with all that nerdcore earlier, and now this, I just suddenly flashed back. I want to see someone in like a Dio cosplay, like dude, like Daddy Fat Snaps' Dio rap. I love that song. It fucking slaps.
Oh man, fucking slap you.
Please do. Hard. They need to feel alive. Think it's worth mentioning that in Belgium, those are the flowers you bring to a funeral. Woo! Someone didn't look up his fucking flower messages. You gotta do that if you give a bouquet. You fuck. Am I audible?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
Processing.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm flushing bright red. It's dead quiet and everyone is looking at me, including Mr. Teacher, who is trying to hold back a cringe giggle.
Sam, I'm going to go with John.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choked. He's so bad, but he won't give up that easy. Nope.
There's more shock in his face than a villain. What, you okay there?
Yep, I'm fine.
Alright. More shock in his face than a victim of the electric chair. How could I reject him? He did all the things right. He had a compelling speech, an irresistible gift. He even proved his alphaness by totally ignoring the traditional rules of the dance.
Gag.
No. Like, even coming from someone who very much does not ask other people out. No. Well, I mean, just as friends, of course. Ha, ha. Much in the same way one might fall from a roof. No, he quickly falls back to, well, I just meant as friends, of course. Ha, ha. Much in the same way one might fall from a roof. I tell him, again, that I'm going with John.
Oh. Wow. Has he asked you that?
It ain't that kind of dance, bucko. Well, no.
Haha, well, looks like you're still pretty much single as a Pringle.
I'm going to kill. 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 I'm going to kill.
Oh, god damn, he went demonic.
Kill! Kill. No, Sam, John is still my boyfriend, and I can't have 2 dates. I mean, you could, just not with him.
No.
To quote Johnny Bravo, girl like you deserves 2.
Yes. He turns and slouches away. tossing the flowers into the trash can with as much reluctance as throwing out a can of raviolis. He glances over his shoulder to make sure I'm watching the symbolic gesture. The rest of the club starts buzzing as Sam storms out. Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually ask John until a few days before, just to make him sweat a little.
Mood.
Down on one knee. John?
The dance is held off campus at a large indoor venue. Nice high ceiling, great acoustics, hardwood floors. One wall is almost all windows, so from the outside you can see everyone having a good time. And from the inside you can see who's arriving. John and I buy our tickets at the door. You can pay $20, $30, or $50 for a ticket. So drop $60 for both of us. I like that. Like they let you pick the price you pay for the ticket because it's all donations.
It's charity work and stuff.
Nice. I like that. It's very
anyway,
nice.
That's what I thought immediately whenever it's pretty much single as a Pringle.
What did you think? Oh, ew. Ew.
He's single, he Pringle, he ready to mingle.
Just, I will never be able to look at Pringles the same again.
Look at that funky little fella.
I don't want to look at that
little ass.
I don't want to look at him.
Funky little mustache.
I don't want to look at him. I don't want to see the naked Pringle man crawling out of the can.
Remember, children, there's one of those in every Pringles can. You just aren't.
Oh, god damn it! I can never eat Pringles again.
Boy. It's a fun time. There's tons of snacks and almost everyone has showed up. Sam, however, is blessedly absent. I get to enjoy a fun night unimpeded by beardism.
Or so you thought. Because shit's gonna happen. I just know it.
Right. You thought?
Ha, right. About a half an hour in, a limousine pulls up outside the building. It's cleverly disguised as Sam's minivan. Sam and 6 other members of the invasion force pile out one side, kicking and bumping each other as through the sliding door. It's a mixed munchies bag, half are skinny and half are fat. All but one is wearing a hat, tee-hee.
God.
I grab John and we move to a place where we can see the lobby to watch the members' troop enter through the front doors. A banana cop who prevents them from going inside without tickets is nearly eaten. Apparently, they have no idea that this is a charity event because there's a significant scuffle at the ticket table.
Considering the fact that he apparently didn't understand how you're supposed to ask people out at this dance, I'm not surprised. John and I are transfixed, nomming a handful of grapes while the plaid-armored hedged knights argue about the tickets before angrily leaving. They pace on the sidewalk outside, peering in the window like well-fed Les Miserables orphans, before walking off in the other direction.
I think I've dodged a firing squad until after the next line dance. I'm grabbing a drink when Sir Sam cha-chas real smooth up behind me, laying a warm, sweaty palm on my exposed shoulder.
No. Hey, Lady Saber, happy Valentine's Day. Which one? There were like 3 St. Valentines and they all died horribly.
Hehe. 7 save us. He's wearing brown loafers, khakis. Oh, you wear black shoes with khakis. You don't wear brown.
You don't wear khakis to a dance. Or anything that's meant to be in any way formal.
That's true. A plaid flannel shirt tucked in under a dark suit jacket, a crooked striped tie, and pinstriped navy blue trilby to top it all off.
The fact that he went with fucking flannel instead of just a plain shirt.
And then went with a patterned tie when his shirt was patterned. Like, hello, clashing.
Yeah. Like, fucking hell. That's not even getting into, like, one, the crooked tie. Also, the tie and suit jacket with khakis. No. Honestly, the shoes that go best with khakis are typically going to be your brown Birkenstocks with socks.
Yeah. Kind of. But still, just don't do khakis.
But you need to be able to pull off that dad look. I only do khakis when I'm doing yard work. It's hot. They have extra pockets where I can hold my phone so I can listen to music. That's when I do khakis. I don't do fucking khakis out and about. I forgot the cane. Yes. A dark, straight cane is in his other hand, leaning away from his hips. Hip. I'm sorry, I need a second. What? What? No. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Numeri is 10,000 what? I have to pull myself out of the euphoria to respond.
You too. I thought I just saw your group leave just now.
Yeah, we went to the school first because we thought we were supposed to go there. Then they wanted to charge us some retarded amount of money to get in here.
You know it's for charity, right?
He's surprised by that, but tries to hide it. Yeah, we knew, but $20 is way too much. You ever eaten your own jaw? Would you like to?
I'm about to ask how he managed to get in when I notice a semicircle of his compatriots forming up around him. I'm by myself, pinned between them and the snack table, a little worried about a stampede.
This is bad. From here, I'll just refer to Sam's friends by the color trilby they're wearing. Yeah.
Blue Hat lifts his hat by the brim in greeting, revealing a sweaty crust of blonde hair underneath. So, you're the Lady Saber we've all heard so much about.
Why is he a valley girl?
Because I feel with crusty blonde hair, he should be a valley girl.
Oh my god, Sir Sam, is this who you've been telling us about? Let's see. Each gentle sir introduces himself with a tip. White, blue, black, navy, gray, and hatless. You can dance if you want to. They're all dressed in similar ridiculous array. Similar ridiculous array, Sir Sam, though none can top his cane. Gray and navy are skinny, and the only one who looks like he googled men's formal wear is hatless. You can't really combine shorts with a suit jacket unless you're, like, trying to wear, like, a boy's school uniform. In which case, why are you doing that at a dance? I almost said as an adult, but they're in, like, their mid-teens, but also, why?
Yep. Let's see here. Let's see,
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. The circle presses.
Each gentle sir introduces him with a tip. White, blue, black, navy, gray, and hatless.
Nope, I did that one.
Oh, you did? No.
Yes, I read that one.
You weren't supposed to read that one.
I did.
You weren't supposed to read that one. Because I
Well,
read Blue lifts his hat. You were supposed to read hit. Yeah, I guess. I laughed nervously.
okay, that one's been read. I ended up reading that one. Oops.
Fine.
Do you want me to read the circle? Get it back in the proper order?
No, I'll go ahead and read it.
Okay.
The circle presses in a little tighter as unintelligible flood of compliments surge at me like a shaken bottle of dew. Wow, your dress looks good. You look good in that dress. Your hair is really blonde. Hey, it's cool how much you like games. You're so cute. You don't need all that makeup.
Your hair is really blonde? I'm sorry, what? Black tries to touch my hair. Break his nose.
I'm quickly saved as John and company force an opening in the circle and pull me out as a spokesperson from the beneficiary takes the stage to give a speech. Everyone shuts up and turns to listen. Except for the world's greatest feminist.
Sam sidles up to my right side. John already occupies my left and has an arm around my waist. Speaker starts with her spiel, and Sam has a ready remark every other line.
We've managed to raise almost $1,000. Nice.
Yeah, because you fucking overcharge everyone here. Everyone. I'd offer to consume your soul, but I fear there's not really much of a nutritional value to it.
Holy shit.
Yes.
You gonna finish your line?
Yeah, might as well. For an optional charity event.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working for this organization for years.
Probably just 'cause your boss likes your tits. Going force feed you your own. She runs the damn thing.
And just wanted to tell you all how grateful I am for this generosity.
'Cause we're like paying your fucking salary. Yes, that's how charity works. Yes, it's done on a salary. Dumb motherfucker. They're all volunteers.
After each hilarious one-liner, Sam turns to look at me, making sure I'm able to bask in the warm, I hate this word, moist
Nice.
glow of his good comedic taste. I make no reply, pretending to be intent on the speaker. But that doesn't stop Sir Sam. Milady clearly just didn't hear her champion's japes. He also fidgets and itches himself while edging closer, making it painfully clear that he wants to touch me somehow. This continues for the entirety of the 5 to 10 minute talk.
John is getting wound up, silently squeezing my waist like a Cheese Whiz packet. Sam blithely continues with his humor until the people around us start to shush him. Like any classy alpha male gentleman, he makes mocking faces, but eventually stops talking. Eventually, though, he chances one last remark to win Milady's hand. Not coming through properly, I fear I may be too quiet. Hello? Shit. Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Ichi-Tan? What the hell's going on? Oh, this is a trouble her side. Because she just fucking disconnected. Okay, I'm a fucking. So I guess this wasn't a problem my side, this was a problem her side. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Waiting on her. Apparently it crashed on her. Well, that's just fine, isn't it? Bum bum da da da. Fixing the problem is taking some action. We're going to see how long is it. Okay.
Okay, I am so sorry. Apparently, my internet just like dropped out.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
So, it's back up and running now.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I finished my line.
Uh,
Fucking even was my line. Oh, right. It was. He had one last joke, is what I said. Yeah, eventually, though, he chances one last remark, so next one's yours, which
okay.
is Sam leads in close.
Yeah. Sam leans in close and drops his voice low. It's pretty funny. All of us snuck in through a door around back.
I'm going to fucking kill him. Slowly.
Yes.
Painfully.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Smugly, Milady should clearly be impressed by his cunning. Yeah, it wasn't even locked. People are such idiots.
You cheated a charity out of more than $100, dipshit.
He doesn't see a problem with this at all. In fact, it's almost an accomplishment. Yeah, so? We showed up and gave our support. They already have tons of money.
In what way have you showed your support? You literally broke in. I don't understand why the people running this movie theater are so upset. I mean, we showed up and gave our support. Sure, we didn't pay for a ticket, but, you know. Fuck off. By now, a roar of applause goes up and people start to make their exit. John and I make our escape like the last two egg noodles at the end of the speech, and lose ourselves in the crowd. It isn't until after the chicken race that Sam is able to locate us again. Alright?
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Later, Saber. Sorry I lost you guys earlier. Can you give me a ride home?
Motherfucker. That's all I can say to that is motherfucker. John and I have separated, as I'm waiting for him to bring his truck back from the parking lot, so I'm pretty much single as a Pringle. He single, he Pringle, he ready to mingle.
No.
Yes. My mere existence is to bring suffering upon the world, and do that I shall.
God damn it.
He can't save you.
I don't need him to save me. I need him just to fucking take me out. Anyways.
When can God give me the old Yeller treatment?
See. I don't have a ride. My mom just dropped us off. Could you take me home?
What was your mom hoping to accomplish through this? Why would you... What? No. What? Excuse me? What? Why? What about your friends?
Oh, well, I guess they need a ride too. How many people can you fit?
I don't know, Sam. It's not my car.
There's a few awkward minutes of standing around before John returns. The rest of the Beatus Brigade starts to trickle in. John finally pulls up next to the sidewalk, and Sam makes like rabbitkin to hop on in. He clambered halfway through the passenger door when John tries to stop him.
I can't say I was expecting a joke about Therians, but okay. That definitely fucking caught me off guard. Sam, what the hell are you doing?
I need a ride, John.
Dude, I don't have space for you and your herd. What is a gathering of neckbeards called?
Probably a herd.
Either that or a convention. One of two.
Nice. Yeah.
A BO.
I don't fucking know.
A BO of neckbeards.
Ew. Let's see. Well, how are we supposed to get home then? What would this even be without a good vintage wine?
How am I supposed to get home? I don't know. You got legs, bitch. Walk. Sam, that ain't really my problem.
He backs out and stands on the road, giving his hat a tip and holding the already open door for me as I climb into the cab. I don't want to think about what he's looking at as he's standing behind me.
Just realized that this man tried to ride shotgun. The actual fuck. Also, yeah, don't be using shit like that as an excuse to peep ass. Hey, John, you think we could ride in the back? Oh, fucking hell.
You mean the truck bed?
Yeah, there's plenty of room. I'm more worried about the towing capacity than room.
Sam, I don't even know where you guys live, and I can't spend all night driving around. John and I exchange a look of, why do we need to have this conversation?
It's okay, we all live close by. White just lives over in Bumshartville. Lovely place, I know it well.
That's like half an hour away. Seriously, just call your mommy and get her to pick you guys up. Lady Saber and I have to go.
Please, can you just drop us all off at my house then? My mom can't pick us up.
Why the fuck did she drop you off?
Why did you not arrange a ride ahead of time? Why did you not arrange a ride home ahead of time?
Because he wants to bum off people.
Like, even then, it's like, okay, I want to go to this dance, so I'm going to ask someone I know that's going to this dance that does have a vehicle I can ride in. Hey, can I get a ride home from you before we go to the dance?
No, no one would ever be that smart.
Fucking common courtesy, like, you try to set shit up ahead of time. Give fucking warning. We're all gonna be stuck here, and it's cold. You got enough blubber to keep you warm. But you're right, these stories do make me mean-spirited.
John and Sam don't actually live that far apart. But more on that later. It might have been easy to just drive away, but John relents and they climb into the truck bed. Sam still makes a bid to share the front seat with Milady, but the door is mysteriously locked. From the huffing and puffing, you think they just sealed the wall barehanded. Gray, who physically can't manage it, has to be hoisted up. After the whole crew is in, Sam slaps the back window twice, leaving behind a greasy palm print. Hatless was nowhere to be seen, but everyone forgot about it at that time.
Did they leave him behind?
Probably.
They leave him behind.
Yep.
That's funny. The ride home is comical. Hold on to your trilbies, folks. Part of this ride is on the freeway, and at 60 miles an hour, even the crustiest hair flips in the breeze like soggy potato chips. Sam
Ew.
hoots and hollers, while a few members of their team look like they're about to be sick. Less than a mile from his house, Sam loses his hat. Looks like he's about to cry, but he puts on a brave face.
The original plan was to drop me off first, but I really didn't want these guys knowing where I live. So the gentle sirs are dropped off before me, at Sam's house. Sure enough, his mom's minivan is parked happily in the driveway.
Well, thanks, Mom. Alright. That's where we're gonna fucking end that one.
Goddamn.
God hates us. My brain, I am very tired. I am the big pudding brain right now.
Big pudding brain.
Special thank you to our supporters on Patreon, Summer Moon Soldier, and Destiny Beard. If you like what we do and would like to support us in any way, then consider going down to that link in the description and pledging any amount of money you want, really. Other than that, there's the usual YouTube bullshit, as always. I've been Llytic.
I'm Ichi-Tan.
And this is What Are We Reading?